Hello, this is Lon Thornburg, and today we're going to look at how to build an interactive note-taking and study guide with Boardmaker. And I have a cerebral palsy student at one of my high schools that the assistant has been sitting in and taking notes and being a scribe for him. He's in a wheelchair. He has a head array. He has one jelly bean switch. He can do a little bit of scanning with auto scanning on a laptop that he has in there. And we thought, well, let's just work on some of the content from class and allow him to access it and take home some of the content in a way that he can manage it. So I've done a little demonstration one here, and we're going to build one together, but let's look at this one first. I'm going to go up to Dynamic Boards and go Use, and this is set on auto scan the way the student would access it, and he would have a switch. And what happens is when I click, anytime I click, and I have the sound on my speakers so you can hear it with my microphone.
Ants can carry 100 times their weight. Ants lay eggs. Ants have a queen and workers.
And I can also go to each of the definitions and click.
A colony is a group of ants living together.
And here's the other one.
A worker ant collects food and digs tunnels for the colony.
So to get out of this, I'm going to hit Escape, and we're back to the edit mode. So let's go ahead and build one of these real quick. We won't go into a whole lot of detail. You kind of see the way it works. And I'm going to go File, and I'm going to do a new board. And I'm going to maximize that. The first thing was the big button for our note taking, so we're going to make a big button. And I'm going to color the background, and I am going to put an icon on. Here's World History, so I could choose that. And what I do is use my selection tool, and I'm going to go up proportionately as best I can. I like to set icons. You notice the other one for ants had science in the corner. And it gives kids a reference point so they have something to view. We take for granted that we can get information on things all the time, but for some of these kids, they need to have quick information at a glance. So here we have the globe for world history. We have world history, and I'm going to take some notes. So I'm going to set my font here, and I want to have the text set so it's a pretty good size, and I'm going to put world history. Actually, I already have that, so I'm going to put imperialism. This is something he was doing in high school the other day. Imperialism versus nationalism. And the date is February 26, 2008. And then I start taking notes. And maybe the teacher talked about Japan was spreading its influence. It attacked Pearl Harbor. And you'll notice I'm running out of room, so I can come up here and go enter and keep it within that button space. You're not going to have your margins the way you will in a Word document. So Japan was spreading its influence and it attacked Pearl Harbor. So that might be something we talked about. And then maybe the teacher talked about nationalism, and it means being patriotic and sharing ideas with, I'm going to go enter, with other countries. And imperialism means forcing your ideas on other countries. And I have kind of a, I'm not the best typer, even though I'm techie. Okay, so Japan was spreading its influence. It attacked Pearl Harbor. Nationalism means being patriotic. I could put a space in between the definitions here. And when I'm done, I have this area ready to go. Now I come up here, and actually I don't want to do that yet. I want to do this. We're going to play it here in a minute. That's how I play it. But I've got to add a speak message. So I double click on the button and I hit up here Button Actions Basics Speak Message, and I have to type the text. Now in order to do that, I have to come up here with the font and go Edit, Copy, and now go back to my selection tool, double click, and it's empty. See the speak message because I closed it, so I'm going to open it up and paste that in. And I could hit speak and it would play that for me to test to make sure. That's a good way to check for typing errors. You can hear it, and definitely if you missed a letter, you're going to hear it. So that can be a support for kids. So we go OK, go OK, and now when I hit use, there's nothing else for it to scan to, but I click.
Imperialism versus nationalism. Date, February 26, 2008. Japan was spreading its influence. It attacked Pearl Harbor. Nationalism means being patriotic and sharing ideas with other countries.
Oops.
Imperialism means forcing your ideas on other countries.
Go escape to get out, and you heard my typo there. So I could come in here and go to use, or I'm sorry, I was already there, design, go down here with the font tool, click, and I can fix that real quick. And then I'm going to need to fix it in the speech, and that's what's nice. You come in here and double click on the speech message and look for your error and fix that. And now that's all done. Okay, let's look at how we do our definitions for buttons. We're just going to do nationalism and imperialism. We come up here to the button tool and we're going to make a button, and I like to put a color in there, and then use our font tool and put nationalism and highlight that to make it bigger. We'll make it nice and big here with the text, and we'll make it bold. And I can use my pointer and move it around a little bit. What I'm going to do is right click on that and copy it, and I could make as many buttons as I needed to now, and I can change the definition, and I'm done with doing my font and bold and all that when I copy. It's just a nice shortcut. Okay, the only thing we have left to do now is copy each of these pieces of text into this action button setting window. I have to go to I have to copy it. I always forget that I need to do that first. You have to go point to it, come in here and click on the one you want, highlight it, come up and go edit, copy. Go back to your point tool, double click on the button, go speak message, paste, OK, OK, and then we have to do that one more time. Font, click over here, get the other one you want, and edit, copy, then pointer, double click, basics, action menu, speak message again. We're now going to paste that one in, and we're going to go OK and OK, and we are done. So now we can go up here and go to use, and now it's going to scan all of them, and it's going to go around.
Nationalism means being patriotic and sharing ideas with other countries.
So now we can test If we know,
Imperialism means forcing your ideas on other countries.
if we know the definition or not. So that's how you create an interactive board. If you'd want to have your access method change, this is on auto scan. You can go direct pointer right up here under access method. Go OK, and now when I do it, I'm just using the mouse. And I can click that way.
Means forcing your ideas on other countries.
So that's how to create an interactive board. If you would like to get more tips, I have a blog. It's called nolimits2learning.blogspot.com. And you're welcome to go there to see a podcast that I have and also other tips and tutorials. Thanks for watching.